E3 2017 is only a month away, and this year is shaping up to be one of the biggest of all time. Questions will be answered. Can Sony keep the positive momentum going with PS4 and big software announcements? How will Nintendo follow up their massively successful Switch launch? And can Microsoft close the gap with their new Scorpio hardware and some big exclusives? My name is Tony, and this is Strong Style Gaming Network's E3 2017 preview special. The format is simple. I'll be listing 5 predictions that I expect at E3 2017 for each of the big 3 console makers. And for fun, 3 megaton surprise announcements that are a little more crazy. Today, we're looking at the company that just sold 2.75 billion consoles in the last 6 hours. Nintendo.
Super Mario Odyssey.
There is no doubt that the new 3D Mario title will be Nintendo's main focus at this E3, and for good reason. The game will be Mario's first sandbox-style game since Mario 64 and Mario Sunshine, a line that Nintendo hasn't been afraid to use in their marketing of the game. Expect a ton of news on the game during E3 week, including a release date, new levels, and a playable demo on the show floor.
Splatoon 2 and lots of it.
Splatoon 2 is Nintendo's big game of the summer, and E3 2017 will be their last major push for the title. The franchise has already reached phenomenon status in Japan, and with the Switch's current popularity, I expect the sequel to be bigger and better than the first. Nintendo has announced that they will even hold a massive invitational tournament showcasing the game at E3, so expect a ton of video and early competitive metagame coming out of the next month.
Pikmin 4.
Shigeru Miyamoto confirmed way back in July of 2015 that not only was Pikmin 4 in development, but very close to completion. But since then, we haven't heard anything about the title. I believe the game fell into game development purgatory as Nintendo made the Switch from focusing on Wii U to the Switch. I believe E3 2017 is where we finally see Pikmin 4 in action running on the Switch.
Fire Emblem Switch.
Earlier this year, we learned that a new unnamed Fire Emblem title would be coming to the Switch in 2018. However, we've learned literally nothing else about the game since. Sometimes Nintendo likes to tease a game during a Nintendo Direct earlier in the year, and then give us a full blowout reveal at E3 in the very same year. I think that's exactly what we're going to get at E3 with the new Fire Emblem game.
Pokemon game announcement.
Okay, this is the one that it feels like everyone is expecting and highly anticipating. Pokemon will be making its way to the Switch, and we will be seeing it in action at E3. All signs point to this game being Pokemon Stars, the 3rd entry in the 7th generation of Pokemon. And considering how much fun I've had with Sun and Moon, I can't wait to jump back into Alola on my Nintendo Switch. Okay, now it's time for some crazy predictions. Prepare yourselves for Megatons.
Metroid by Retro Studios.
It's been over 3 years since the release of Retro Studios' last title, Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze. The time is right for us to learn what they've been working on, and I'm gonna put my money on Metroid. Nintendo needs a big title with a more realistic, gritty art style and feel, and Metroid Prime absolutely fits the bill.
Mother 3 on the Virtual Console.
Nintendo will finally announce the Switch Virtual Console with a bang. Alongside the usual classic titles, probably Super Mario Bros., F-Zero, Ocarina of Time, we will finally get an official English release of Mother 3. In fact, they'll probably announce it in front of a live crowd during the Splatoon 2 and ARMS Invitational tournaments, kind of like how they announced the English release of Mother 1 back in 2015. Speaking of invitational tournaments,
Smash for Switch and Melee HD.
It seems clear that Nintendo is interested in pursuing esports in a big way with the Switch. Not only was it a big part of their original Switch reveal trailer last year, but at E3, they'll be holding 2 major tournaments for Splatoon 2 and ARMS. I believe this event will end with Nintendo announcing their two biggest esport titles, Smash for Wii U and Super Smash Bros. Melee for the Nintendo Switch. Overall, Nintendo is going into E3 in a great position. Switches are flying off store shelves. It's up to Nintendo to keep that momentum going strong by announcing some more great exclusive titles. So what do you expect from Nintendo at E3 this year? Let me know your predictions and megatons in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, please hit that subscribe button because I will be covering all of these games as we learn more about them at E3 next month. Up next, I'll be going over the last of the big three console makers, Microsoft. What will the Project Scorpio need to turn Microsoft's fortunes around this generation? Keep it locked to my channel, as I'll have that Microsoft video up very shortly. Thanks for watching and take care.